Hi, well, I'm Mike Pistana. I'm a UNT graduate of ways back in 1993. I graduated. I was at the time, that was a hotel and restaurant management degree. That's what I had. So in the School of Hospitality. Um, I currently am the vice president at Discover Denton. And Discover Denton, we're the official destination marketing organization for the city of Denton. So we promote tourism and conventions and market the destination outside of Denton to try to attract visitors and overnight guests, obviously, overnight guests to come stay in our hotels and come visit and spend money and create an economic impact on the city. Yeah, I mean, just going to North Texas was so critical. I think just in the relationships that you build. You know, that's a trait in any role that you have in any career, and I would always encourage those lasting relationships that you make and those connections. Those help you throughout your career path. Yeah, I mean, and I guess back to some of the courses. Like communications, I think was something that was very important. The communication skills that you learn and presentations. For a lot of the stuff we do here in the hospitality world, it's all sales. Whatever role you really have, whatever job you're selling in some way. So I think building up that encouragement to have those communication skills and presentation skills, it really can go a long way in advancing your career. Sure. Yeah. Every day, what I love about it, it's this hospitality industry that we're in. Something new happens every day, but essentially day to day, just for us I'm in the administrative role, so taking care of a lot of the high level stuff. But in general, as an organization, we're every day. I mean, we're doing things. As our website is our number one trafficked area that we drive everyone to, and events calendars and hotel information, restaurants and shopping. So updating that information in real time is something that's key that we're doing all the time. Monitoring our social media channels, reacting to people that are shooting us messages and things. That's very crucial, keeping up on that. And then having daily interaction with our key stakeholders, virtually like our hotel partners. We also have a board that we report to, and it's an advisory board, and those members are a collection of other local leaders in hospitality industry type functions. So being involved and talking to those people are part of the everyday things that we do here. Career path is it's been great. Obviously being at North Texas and having the hospitality degree, and I was real fortunate right out of when I graduated. I was able to land a job out in Las Vegas and work in the hotel business out there with it was actually the Golden Nugget, Las Vegas, downtown Las Vegas. I did an internship my final year of college and was able to go back, and they invited me for a full-time job. I started in hotel operations. So started at the front desk, working, checking people in and out, and worked in room reservations a little bit, and worked my way up through operations, and was like a front office manager and a front desk manager, assistant hotel manager. And it was a great experience. I loved that operations side of it, especially being in Las Vegas with a 24-hour town. I was a young person, so you kind of worked all these crazy hours, but at the time it seemed fun. But after a few years of that, admittedly, I was always enthralled with the sales and marketing side of things. So I transitioned from hotel operations into hotel sales and started selling, conventions, working with leisure tour package operators and things like that. So I was all in all at the Golden Nugget for about 5 years, and then joined the pre-opening hotel team for Beau Rivage, which was a new hotel at the time. MGM Resorts was building down in Biloxi, Mississippi. It was one of the first casino hotels down there. So got to do pre-opening of a hotel, which was an incredible experience to do that. And I worked again I was on the sales side there. So I was a hotel sales manager, sold conventions to local regional association business. Spent about 4 years down in Biloxi, and then did move back to Las Vegas. Still with MGM Resorts, went back to the Golden Nugget. I was the assistant sales director. And then a couple years later, transitioned over to Bellagio. Again, was still within the same company, so I spent a lot of time with MGM Resorts. I went to Bellagio and was in a director of sales role over there for a couple of years, and then moved over to the Monte Carlo Hotel and Casino, became a vice president of sales and marketing over there, and spent a long tenure, 7-8 years with Monte Carlo. Again, still part of the MGM Resorts family. And then I moved into the corporate offices in some other kind of vice president roles. I was vice president of global sales, handling sales operations for the company. And then most recently, we always wanted to circle back as a family and get back to this DFW area. And I've been back here now in Denton almost 4 years. So we moved back here to Denton 4 years ago, and that's when I joined the destination marketing organization world. So I spent about 20 plus years in the hotel side of things, and now I'm on the destination side of things. And it's still hospitality, and 100% of what I've done since I graduated with that degree has been in hospitality. So it all started at North Texas. So it's kind of come full circle for me, and being back here in Denton is where it all started. So that's what I really enjoy about it. Yeah, I mean, like anything, there's a variety, depending on the roles and everything. I mean, entry level, you could start out, and let me back up by the destination marketing organizations. We're just in whole as a company. It's kind of the bigger the destination, the larger staff and the larger budgets that you have, and we're funded by hotel occupancy taxes. So essentially, we're trying to drive visitors to Denton, but ideally stay overnight in our hotels, because those hotel taxes help pay our budget. So you can do the math, though. The bigger the destination with the more hotels, the more hotel revenue, there's more hotel taxes, and it kind of trickles down. So just to set that up. But yeah, as far as ranges, I think entry level roles, like anything, whether you're in a coordinator role in sales or in marketing or in communications, could start, they're going to start in the 40s, just the entry level type stuff, but that can range, let's say $40,000 to $60,000, again, depending on the destination. And then you move up to managerial roles, and again, it's different everywhere, so there is broad ranges, but it could be anywhere from 60 to 80,000. But if you're in a larger, we'll call it a top 20 market in just population, that role as manager could be 80 to 100 right there. And then it's kind of the same thing. There's usually director level roles, and then you get into the executive. I'm vice president, but essentially executive director of this organization. Sometimes you're called the CEO or a president, executive director, but ideally the leadership roles. And those are 6-figure plus roles, and can go into the low to mid 6 figures. Again, on a big, if the big destination that you're in, or even in a state level or a national organization. So it's really unique, interesting, and like a lot of companies, a lot of people, and I know students don't realize there is a broad range everywhere, but you can work your way up. And what I tell like my team, we have a smaller staff, and that we have 8 full-time employees. We have some part-time employees as well over in our visitor center that we run downtown. But to me, when I grow an employee, there's not a lot of movement within our organization. You might only have 2 or 3 levels maybe, but you can move on to another destination that's bigger, and that's really how you do it in this type of business, is that you can move from here and then move to a Dallas or to a Plano, or move somewhere else in the country where there's more hotels, bigger staff, more responsibility. So you get to like a Visit Dallas, for example. They've got, I think it's 65 full-time employees down there. Now, huge, destination compared to us. They also run their convention center, but just to put in perspective, so you can imagine the different type of layers and divisions that they have. So there's some more opportunity for growth. But on the flip side, I've always encouraged people, if you're happy where you're at and doing a great job and happy with your work-life balance and things like that, that's very important as well. And you can be at a mid-tier city or a smaller city and just have a great time, and as long as you're contributing to the success of the organization, everyone's happy. So no, Shirley, I truly do enjoy it here in Denton, and I see myself, 4 years, it seems like it's only been like 1 year. It's so quick. We had the COVID year in there too. So, but I if I'm not here running this organization, I'd see myself, again, like I kind of explained, maybe at a larger, city, somewhere in the Metroplex, though, not looking to leave. the DFW area. Not anytime soon. Would never say never, but this is where all of our family. It's what brought us back. Our family is all in the area, and I enjoy being involved still with the university. So yeah, I mean, if not here at Denton, it would be somewhere very close where there just might be just the opportunity with something I couldn't pass up because it was at a larger organization with just some more staff and maybe some different challenges. But being right here in Denton would, it'd be great. I'd be really happy if I was still here in 5 years. I think, give the extra effort, really pay attention. Not every class, you're going to look at it sometimes and go, wow, why do I have to take this? But I would say, work hard at everything that you do, and it gets noticed. Even if it's something you're not, if it's some curriculum you don't think it's going to help you in the future, well, it's there for a reason. Get it done. Do a good job, do your work, make an impression on your professor, and I think those things always pay off. And again, building those relationships with whether it's fellow students, other faculty or professors, because you never know down the road who you're going to run into again, and who may be your boss one day. And I can tell you from experience, it happens, and it goes full circles. It's a small world, and we cross paths with a lot of people. So I'd say make as many friends as you can, get to build your network, and that can help you in the future.